Joining us now, the mayor of Kerrville, Texas, Joe Herring Jr. Mr. Mayor, thank you for joining us. How you doing?
It's been a rough few days. Thank you for asking.
How is your community holding up?
They are coming together beautifully. It's been a lot of cooperation and a lot of volunteerism, and I'm proud of my community.
Are you still holding out any hope for survivors? I know the last live rescue, according to officials, was on Friday.
I'm not going to give up hope.
Can I ask you some questions? I know it's uncomfortable, I know it's sad, but I want some questions, or I have some questions about response, and not just response, but alert systems. The lieutenant governor now says the state's going to pay for a siren along the Guadalupe River. Why is it just happening now in 2025? This area floods a lot.
I was born in Kerrville many years ago, and I've seen a lot of floods. And your report is the first time I've heard that the state is going to help us have sirens up and down the river. The truth is, our community, or the county government, looked into that in 2017. And from what I heard, their grant application was denied. So I wasn't in government at that time, but it sounds like we talked about it. We asked for help, and we were denied before.
It's interesting. In terms of the alert that people were able to get ahead of the storm, there were two flood alerts. One was at Friday at 1:14 a.m. The other one was at 4:03 a.m. The Kerr County Sheriff, Larry Litha, says he was informed about 4 or 5 a.m. Any idea why he wasn't informed of the risk of flooding before that, when there was an alert at 1:14?
You'd have to ask him. I don't know.
Do you think he should have been alerted earlier?
I wasn't alerted I was awakened by a call from the city manager about 5:30 a.m. and I had received 0 alerts beforehand.
Why?
Because they did not come.
Should they have?
If they had come and we had a chance to save all the people we've lost and are missing, absolutely we should have had an alarm. We should have had a warning.
Are you angry about that?
There are many stages to grief, and I'm grieving. There's some anger, of course. I lost 2 friends in this flood, and I would do anything to have warned them that the river was away. I would do anything. They didn't know, and I didn't know.
There's so much loss,
Amen.
so much devastation, and I'm hoping that you're hopeful that this will be a moment where things change, where these threats are taken more seriously.
It's wrong to assume that the threats are not taken seriously. As I said before, I've been through many floods here. In 1987, we had a major flood. The truth is, and this is the truth, our community is going to have that conversation. And I guarantee you, we will come up with a plan that helps prevent this from happening again. I don't want some mayor 20 years from now sitting here saying, I don't know why, but I didn't do anything.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to imply that they weren't taken seriously in the past, but that things will change in terms of having a siren system or having a better strategy in place, a protocol in place to make sure that when there are flash floods, when there's a warning of them, that there's a communication down the chain to the low-lying areas or the riverbanks to where people are at risk, and to make sure it's done more effectively than it was this time.
certainly agree, but I also need to let you know, I checked the weather that night.
Yeah.
I am positive that the owner of Camp Mystic checked the weather that night. I am positive the owner of Heart of the Hills Camp for Girls checked the weather that night. That night, we had a very slim chance of rain the next day.
Yeah.
We had no flash flood warnings.
It happened so fast.
I'm not trying to be. I'm not trying to be. I'm not trying to push back on the question. The question is, do I wish we had warned those people? Absolutely. The question is, do I hope we warn people better in the future? Absolutely. But it's a high cost to pay for both of those things.
Yeah, I agree with you on that. Mr. Mayor, thank you so much. And I am so sorry to have you on in this terrible time for this terrible story. I know it's been really difficult for you personally, and I know it's been difficult for your community, and it's been difficult for every one of the people who have been impacted by this. It's just an awful time. Thank you for joining us, though. Thank you for giving us your time.
Thank you.